Okay, in this new video, we will create another creative for our shoe brand. So these are our assets. This is our shoe. We have already made a cutout of it. This is our logo. This is our call to action, our website address, and this is our color palette. In this design, we will use a color palette. Okay, now first, we need to transfer the color palette from asset file to our main work file. This is our work file, and we need to transfer the color palette from the here to here. Now we need to transform it by Control T. We will put it in the top right corner so it will not disturb our workflow. Okay, next we need to transfer our shoe. We can change the size of the shoe if we want, but I think a little this size is good. I think this size will fit our creative. This is not a very big and this is not a very small. As we have only one shoe to show in the creative, so we need to make it a little big to have the impact on it, like to have a big impact. Now we will delete that background layer as we don't need it. Our background is now transparent. Now we need to add a gradient background. So to add that, we need to take a color from this is our color to transparent. We don't need that. We need to add both colors. So we will pick one color from this one, hit OK. Sorry, we need to change the gradient type, hit OK. So now we need to make that color palette layer above so we can see our color palette. Now we will double click on it, change the gradient color. Now we will need to change this one, hit OK, and we will take another color of this one. We can take this one or we can take this one. I think this will look more good in the design. Hit OK, and we can take this in a reverse manner. So darker color on the upper side and brighter color on the downside. Hit OK. Now we have our gradient background. To make it a little attractive, we need to add a text background in this gradient background, over the gradient background. So for that, we will add some text. We can say we are making this creative for a sale creative, so we need to add some text related to that. So either we can add some sale tagline, or we can make a bunch of copies of sale text, or we can add new arrivals or shopping days, something like that. I mean, which is related to something which is related to sale only. So we can add a new arrival and make it all caps. This font is little bit small, so we need to increase the size of the typeface. We can take 64. Yeah, this is good. Or we can go some higher, or 72. 72 would be good. And we can change this font. We can change our typeface to I'm taking integral here. As you can see, the complete bold text is grabbing our. We don't need that our text take viewers attention. We need that our shoe take the viewers attention. So what we need to do is we need to add a stroke and remove the fill. So for that, we need to add a stroke to it of 1 pixel inside and take this color, darker one, hit OK, and fill will be 0. So now this is not grabbing our attention, and it is present in a subtle manner. So now we need to make copies of it. To have a copy in the Photoshop, we press the command Ctrl J. So Ctrl J, and now we need to adjust it. We'll put that in the top and make a group of it and name it 1. We'll make another copy, place it below with some gap, and so if we make copies and copies and copies, one below one, then it will not look good, as this is will be here, and we'll make another copy, and this is will be will get here. So this is look boring, and we don't need that. So to make it look more attractive, what we need to do is we need to make some randomness in it to make the position in a random manner. So we will delete that. We will add that in a random manner, so it looks more natural. We will rename that too. We'll now make a copy and add here. Now we will adjust that a little bit. Now these are looking more in a random way. Now we need to fill the complete background so that we have a text background with a gradient background. Now this is looks good. Now to remove the space from below and from top, what we need to do is we need to place it on the top, and we need to place it at the bottom. Now to have a gap in all the text lines, we need to align it, and for that we need to select all those layers, go to our align panel and click on canvas, because we need to align all the text layers according to our canvas, not our text selection. So we need to select canvas, and then we will click on this. Now these all text layers are evenly spaced throughout the canvas. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to save our file. So we will save our file as shoe creative 02, as there is 01 is always present here. Hit OK, hit save. Now make a group of all the text layers and name it text BG. Now we need to decrease the opacity of the text layers, so we will make them 20. 20 is barely visible, so we need to increase that. So we will make them 30. Yeah, I think 30 looks good as for now. If we need it, we will change it later. Okay, now we need to add the shadow to the shoe. For that we will take a new layer from here, name it shadow. It is a good practice to name all your layers. It makes your scene in an organized manner. Now select the layer shadow and take a brush tool with hit B to have a brush tool. Now to increase the size of the brush, you need to hit square bracket right to increase the size of the brush, and to decrease the size of the brush you need to square bracket left. So I think this size will do good, and For the shadow of the shoe, we need a darker tone of the purple color. For that, we'll take a darker tone of purple color because our entire creative is in the purple tone. So we think that purple tone of the shadow will fit in the creative. Hit OK, click once and Control T, transform the shadow because a circular shadow will not look good. We need to add it, we need to transform it and place below the shoe. Now we need to stretch it a little bit and add it, transform it, and the shoe shadow layer must be below the shoe, so we need to place it below the shoe. Yeah, it looks good. Just a little bit. We need to make sure that shadow should not exceed the shoe length, this, and somewhere like this. Our shoe length is here and shadow is going here, so we need to avoid that. To make it look good, we need to reduce the width of the shoe shadow. Yeah, this looks good. And to fit the screen to the monitor, you need to control 0. So control 0 is fit to view and control 1 to 100% view. Here you can see that 100% view for control 1 and control 0 to a fit to view screen. So now we have our background, we have our shoe, we need to add some sales elements so that the creative looks more of a sale type, so that we can add strips that are moving like we see on the stores, digital screens that are moving. Okay, for that we need to add back some rectangles, and we don't need stroke, so we will zero out, and the color we will select from here, this one. So it looks. Now we need to make it, we need to increase the length of the bar, and we need to see that if the width, this is the width, if the width of the bar looks good or not. So we will need to adjust that. This will be good, I think this will be good. Now we need to make copy of it and we need to add text on it. So what we need to do is, if we add text above, so it will go here like this, so we need to avoid that. To avoid that, what we need to do is, we need to make a copy of it, text layer, hide the background, hide the below one, rename it and convert it to smart object, so that it is not, now it is not a text layer, it is a text smart object. So with text object, it is not giving us a problem now. So what text we need to add, we can add sale sorry sale and we need to make multiple copies of it. So to have a equal space in all the text, what we need to do is, we need to make it to a selection and equal space. And to have all the text layers, if we need to move one layer above or below another layer, if we need to move one layer above or one layer below in our layer panel, and we don't need, and if we don't want to use our mouse, so what we need to do is we need to we need to select our layer with press control and square bracket, one square bracket to move the layer above, one step above, and left square bracket, sorry, right square bracket to move the layer above, and left square bracket to move the layer below, like this. And if you want to move the layer at the top of the text layer, top of the layer panel, so what we need to do is we need to control shift square bracket, right square bracket for topmost, and left square, and control shift left square bracket to the bottommost. So this, I hope you are understanding this. Now we need to add text, control T over this layer and select the layer below and make a group and name it sale group. Similarly, make a copy of it and take it out of the group. We should have done that earlier actually. And make one and two more copies, one for this strip and one for this strip. If we add sale in all four strips, it will look bad, it will look boring actually. So what we need to do is we need to change it a little bit, and to change that we need to add multiple different text. So what we can do, what we can type here, we can type new arrivals here, and we can type shopping days. Yeah, shopping days is different, and we can make two strips of sales, one strip of shopping days and one strip of new arrivals. This will look good, I guess. So to have that, what we can do is either we can make a copy of this complete layer, or we can just create it. We can just create it because it will not take our too much time. To have a copy, let me show you once again. We are deleting this. To have a copy, select the layer, hit alt, and you can see the cursor is changing now. It's a two cursor, one is black, one is white. So this shows that it will now create a copy of the selected layer. Now by pressing alt, you drag the layer. Now it is moving, but we need to move it in a straight line. For that we need to hit shift. So with shift, alt shift drag. Now we need to place, them in a manner such that it looks good. So for that, we will make group of these sale and name it sale group 2. Now what we need to do is we need to relocate all the strips. For that we can place one like here, okay. So what we need to do is we need to show our shopping days, so that we need to place both of our sales layer below, so that new arrivals and sale text is completely visible, and shopping days and sale text is completely visible at the below. Okay, so we need to now change the colors of some strips because black and purple is looking boring. So what we need to do is we need to use our color palette here, and this strip, make it this color, and the text should be of, sorry, this purple color. Okay, and this text, black is not looking good, so we need to change the color of the text to this one. Yeah, this is looking more good, and it has a better contrast in it. So now what we need to do is we will hide our color palette because now we don't need that, because our design is almost over now. And make a group of it, name it shoe text bg. And now we need to add our logo. So we can take our logo from our asset file, logo. We will place our logo where we need to place it. Make it a color of white. Yeah, it already have. Okay, now what we need to add is we are leaving one thing, which is our CTA, call to action, because every design is incomplete without any call to action. We always need to give a call to action to the customer or consumer, to our audience. So we need to add our call to action here. This is our website, and we will transfer this to our this work file. Now where we need to place it, we can either place it here, or we can either place with the angle here, sorry, this. But both our logo and CTA should not be on the same side, because it have a weight over, because it has some weight, and logo is an important part of the design, and call to action is also an important part of the design. So they should not be on the same side. Either we can place our CTA here. This is looking good. This is looking better than before. Okay, now we need to save it, and we need to check if anything needs to be updated or edited. So what we can do is we should check if text layer is, if you reduce the opacity to maybe 70%, is this looking good? Or maybe 100%, maybe 80%. We leave it to 80%, I guess. And now what we need to do is we need to now color correct our design. So for that we need a final copy. We need to generate an image out of it. So for that, Control Shift Alt E to make a image. Rename it final design. Make it a smart object. Now what we need to do is we need to color correct it, so we can enhance it by 5% or 10% or maybe 15%. So what we need to do is we need to add a curve layer above it. Add maybe 10% and some brightness, maybe 10%, and hue saturation, maybe we saturate it by 15%. And what we need to do is now we need to add noise. So to add noise, how we create noise, we need to take a solid layer and reduce and zero out the saturation layer, and brightness will be 50%. So it is not black, not white, it is in the middle of the grayscale. Hit OK, name it noise, right click and convert it to the smart object. Now we need to go to the filter menu, to the noise, add noise. So here is 4, we need, let's say 4, hit OK. Now we need to change the mode of the layer to overlay. Now we will see that if it is looking good or not. Maybe we can reduce it by, maybe we can do by 3, because more noise I think it not look good. We should go with a subtle noise as well. Okay. I think this is look good. What we can do is either we can make our logo and our shop icon in a gray manner, in a purple tone. We can do this in a purple tone. We can, let's do one version of that as well. So where is our sale shop? So add a color overlay to it. No, this one. We need to use our color palette and remove these as well first. To add a color, first we need to remove all our adjustment layer, because using our adjustment layer changes our color and brightness and darkness of the creative a bit. So we need to use our actual colors, so that we need to turn off those layers. Now use a color overlay of this gray color, okay, and black text as well, this one. So this is more looking in a subtle manner, like it is a part of the creative now. Before that it was looking some different, because that was the only thing which is in the black color, and nothing in our design is in black color. So we should hit and try different things, so that our design can be more appealing, more good. So now what we need to do is we need to make a copy of it by Control Shift Alt E, and rename from here, and delete this one, and turn on these one as well, and turn off. Oh, we generated our image with these color palettes. So what we need to do is we need to turn off this color palette and remove this as well, and Control Shift Alt E to generate another image. Copy our text name from here to here, delete this one, and turn all these layers. Now our design looks complete, and yeah, I think this is the complete. We should not tweak it more. This is look good to me. So that was the video. Thank you for watching, and we will see in the next one. Thank you.